Hello friends and my dear students, I hope you are all well and your studies are also going on well. If you are not subscribed to my channel, or if you are new to my channel or visiting this video or my channel for the first time, I will highly suggest and request that you please support me by subscribing to my channel, and also please do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. This video is part of the playlist CBSE Mathematics for class 7 following the textbook of author R.S. Aggarwal. This is in this video I will start the next chapter, percentage, and this is part 1 video where I will discuss about the fundamental concepts of percentage and how to express percentage as a fraction, as a ratio and as a decimal, and then finally we will solve the problems of exercise 10A to apply the concepts learned in this video. So let's get started with this video. Okay, so I have my rough notes prepared on the left hand side, and on the right hand side I will discuss any concept and solve the problems. So first of all, what is a percentage? We speak of what percent is x of y. So let x and y are two quantities of same kind and same unit. Like they could be quantity representing let's say rupees or currency, and the unit is rupees, or the unit is paisa, or the unit is dollars, or they could be some commodity like rice, the amount of rice, and the unit could be in kilogram or they could be in gram. The unit, both the quantities x and y should have same unit and they should be of same kind. Okay, so we have two quantities x and y, they are of same kind and same unit, and remember that y is greater than 0 and x can be greater than equal to 0. X can be 0, both are greater than, both are positive, but x can be 0. Now, by the statement what percent is x of y, we mean the value x by y multiplied by 100. So we have two quantities x and y, and we speak of, and the question is and the question asked is what percent or what percent is x of y. So the formula is x by y multiplied by 100. This value x by y multiplied by 100 represents the percent of x, percent x is of y. I mean, if you ask what percent is x of y, then the value will be x by y multiplied by 100, and to represent a percent, we put the percentage sign or percent sign at the end. So now this amount x by y multiplied by 100, I will for this I will use the notation I will use the letter p. So this is equal to, let's say, p percentage. So okay, now so what percent is x? So x and y are some quantity and they are of same kind and of same unit. So if I ask what percent is x of y, then the answer is, the value is x by y multiplied by 100, that value and that value, and to express and to denote that value as a percentage, we write the percentage symbol at the end. Okay, now this p percentage is actually, what does p percentage means? What does p percentage means? It means p amount in 100 amount, p amount in 100 amount, or p amount per 100. I mean, let's say now this p is a number. It could be an integer, it could be a fraction, it could be a decimal. Usually this p number is written in the form of a decimal. So if let's say So if we have something like, let's say, 25.7%, what does this mean? This mean an amount of 25.7 in 100 amount, in 100, in 100, 25.7 in 100, or 25.7 per 100. Now, what exactly is a percentage? The percentage gives a measure of how much a quantity is with reference to another quantity. So, with reference to another quantity, here is y, and how much is some quantity, that is x. So, how much is x compared to y? So, when we say 25.7 percentage, it actually means it gives a measure of some quantity which is x with respect to some other quantity which is y, but we do not know x and y. When we say 25.7 percentage, we do not know the actual value of x and y. We just know that in 100, if y is 100, then x will be 25.7 percentage. That is all this percentage means. P means. So P is basically giving a measure of how much x is in a total of y. So if y is 100, then that amount of x is P. This is all it's saying. But the actual value of x and y from which this percentage has been calculated, you can see that P has been calculated from x and y. But once you have a percentage value like 25.7, you cannot say what was the actual value of x and y. And that is not important. That is not relevant. Percentage only tells you that in 100 amount how much is x. If y is 100, how much is x. I hope it is clear, the concept of percentage of some quantity based on some other quantity. By some quantity I mean x, and some other quantity of I mean y, but both these two quantities has to be of same kind and in same unit. Now, so as I said, that if you follow the notes, that it is saying x equals to, if I know the percentage of some quantity, and if I know y, then I can tell x. So x is x, and we say x is p percentage of y. When we say that p, now if it is said that p percentage of y, what does it mean? It means that in a total total quantity of y, I mean p percentage of y is referring to some quantity of y. Now how do we know what is that some quantity? That some quantity is referring by percentage. So this is nothing but p by 100 multiplied by y. So p percentage of y, you will always come across these kind of mathematical expressions, a percentage of some quantity. Now this quantity y could be of it can have any unit. It can be in rupees, it can be in kilograms, it can be in liters, whatever. So when we say p percentage of y, it means p by 100 into y. That is the amount. Okay. Now p is usually expressed in as a decimal. So for example, I gave 25.7 percentage. Consider 20%. What does it mean? This means 20 per 100. 20 per 100. Now 20 per 100. So in 100 the amount is 20. Now so okay, now p itself does not give the value of x For that you need to have the value of y. So the percentage itself does not tells you anything about x and y, but obviously the percentage has been calculated from some x and y. So if you know y from the percentage p, you can calculate x, or if you know x from the percentage, you can also calculate y. So some examples are given. If you see the notes, some examples of percentage are given. Let's say, so the percent of 4 rotten eggs in a basket of 12 eggs. So if there is a basket, it contains 12 eggs, and out of those 12 eggs, 4 eggs are rotten. Then the percentage of rotten eggs will be, here x is 4 and y is 12. So P will be x by y into 100, that is 4 by 12 into 100, which is 33.33%. Another example is that percent of score 120 out of 200. Let's say you have scored, a student has scored 120 marks out of 200 marks. So here y is 200 and x is 120. So the percentage or percent is 120 divided by 200 multiplied by 100. That amount percent, which is 60%. Okay, now comes the concept. We can always, the percentage, this p can be expressed as a fraction. And how do we convert a percentage into a fraction and a fraction into a percentage? So we are given a p percentage. So how do we convert that percentage into a fraction? It is nothing but p by 100. That is the fraction. So for example, if you are given 25 percentage, and we would like to convert this percentage into a fraction, this is nothing but 25 divided by 100. You get the fraction. Now you can further reduce this fraction to its simplest form, and it will become 1 by 4. So this is the fraction. This is the fraction we obtained from the percentage or percent. Okay. So basically, from a percentage, we we divide by p divided by 100 is the fraction. Now, if you are given a fraction, how do we convert that into a percentage? So if you are given a fraction, so it is nothing. You multiply the fraction by 100, and that value will give the percentage. Now that value, usually we convert it, we usually express as a decimal. Now let's say you are given a 3 by 2. Let's say whatever the fraction is, 3 by 2. This is a fraction. This is a fraction. Now to convert it to percentage, I will multiply, convert to percent. I will multiply this fraction with 100, and this value will represent the p, that is this percent. So the fraction 3 by 2 is equal to 3 by 2 into 100%, and this is equal to 150. This is equal to 150 percentage. Another example, let's say 1 by 5. So this is a fraction. This is a fraction. If I convert to percentage, if I want to convert this to percentage, I will multiply the fraction with 100. This will be p, and add the percentage symbol. Now this is equal to 20%. Okay, so this was how we expressed a percentage as a fraction, and how do we convert a percentage into a fraction, or rather we convert a fraction to a percentage. Okay, now let's see how do we express percentage as a ratio. Express percentage as a ratio, and also convert a ratio as into a percentage. So we have a percentage p percentage. Some p is some number. how do we express that p as a ratio? It is nothing, so in a ratio we know that ratio has two terms, first term and second term separated by a colon. So the first term will be the p and the second term will be 100. It's as simple as that. So p percentage is equal to the ratio p is to 100. So if we have, let's say, 21 point whatever 5 percentage, if I want to convert it to ratio, convert ratio, we know that the ratio will have a two terms, first term, second term. So the first term will always be the percentage value, that is 21.5, and the second term will always be 100. Now you can reduce this ratio further to its simplest form. Now this is nothing but equivalent to, this ratio is equivalent to, if you want to get rid of the decimals, I can multiply both the terms with 10 and I get 215 is to 1000. Now this is equal to, if I divide by 5, I get 4, 3, and this is 200. 43 is to 200, I guess. So this is how we express percentage as a ratio. So we are given a percentage, that is p is given, p percentage p, from p how do we get a ratio? So the ratio will be p is to 100, as simple as that, p is to 100. Now from a ratio, how do we express or convert a ratio into a percentage? So as you know that a given ratio will be in the form x is to y, where x and y are some numbers, definitely there are some positive numbers. Now from here, how do I get this is a ratio, how do I get in the percentage, convert percentage? It is nothing but x, the first term, divided by the second term, first term divided by the second term multiplied by 100. This will be the p, and at the end we add the percent symbol. So the ratio x is to y is equal to x by y into 100%. So as an example, let's say we have something, let's say I'm taking some random values, let's say 1 by 3 is to 1 by 4. How do I convert this ratio into a percentage? So what is the formula? 1 by 3 divided by 1 by 4 multiplied by 100, this percent. Now this is equals to 1 by 3 divided by 1 by 4 is 4 by 3 into 100%. Now this is how much is this? This is actually 4.33.33%. This is approximately 12, 13, 14. So 143.32%. 143.32%. So a ratio x is to y, when we convert it to a percentage, it is nothing but x by y multiplied by 100, that amount of percentage. We add the percentage symbol at the end. Okay, so this was about how we express percentage as a ratio, and how do we convert a ratio back to a percentage. And the last one is percentage as a decimal number and interconversion. Now this is very similar to fraction. We have a percentage. How do we express that percentage in a decimal form, in decimal? Is nothing but first we convert it to a fraction. We express it as a fraction, which is nothing but p by 100, and then this p by 100 fraction, we express this fraction in the decimal form. We have studied in the chapters fractions and decimals. How do you, from a fraction, how do you get a decimal? How do you get a decimal? So using that concept, we will convert or express the fraction in the decimal form. So you will get a decimal number from a percentage, and from a decimal number you are given a decimal number, how do you get the percentage? You just simply multiply the decimal number with 100. So as an example, you can see 25 percentage. If we want to convert the 25% into decimal, we first express it as a fraction, which is nothing but p by 100. In this example, it is 25 by 100. Now 25 by 100, if you want to express this fraction as a decimal, it is nothing but 0.25. Similarly, 150 percentage is equal to 150 divided by 100. So 150 percentage, we first convert it to a fraction form, which is nothing but p by 100. So this example, it is 150 by 100. Now 150 by 100 is nothing, if you express it as a decimal form, it is 15 by 10. 15 by 10 is 1.5. Now conversely, if you want to express a decimal number as a percentage, you just multiply the decimal number with 100. So 0.45 decimal number is equal to 0.45 into 100, which is 45 percentage. Similarly, 1.25, the decimal number 1.25 equals 1.25 into 100 percentage, which is equal to 125 percentage. So the last concept is percentage of a given quantity. Now if you are given a quantity, and that means that quantity will have some unit, and you are asked to find some percentage of that quantity. So p percentage of y, it is nothing but p by 100 into y. This is a very simple formula, p by 100 into y. So an example, 30 percentage of rupees 150 is equal to nothing but 30 by 100 into rupees 150, which is equal to rupees 45. Similarly, 15% of 50 kg is nothing but 15 by 100 multiplied by 50, which is nothing but which is equal to 7.5 kg. So this was all about the concept of percentage and expressing percentage as a ratio, as a fraction, and as a decimal number. And so let's try to solve the problems of exercise 10A, and I will always recommend and advise that you please see the examples of the textbook. For whatever chapter you are doing, always try to solve the example problems yourself first, and if you cannot solve it, then see the solution of the example problems in the given textbook, because those example problems are also important. You must solve them on your own, and if you cannot, then you see the solution given in the textbook. Okay, now let's try to solve. I hope you can see the exercise problems of exercise 10A. Let's try to solve the problems of exercise 10A. Now, sorry, if you want to take notes of these if you want to take screenshot of the notes, you can take it. I'm scrolling the notes so that you can pause the video and take screenshots. If you think it will be beneficial for you, for your understanding, then please do take screenshots. Okay, let's solve the problems of exercise 10A. So, exercise 10A. Okay, first problem. I'm solving all the problems of all the exercise so that you will get a idea of how to apply the concepts in solving a problem. Okay, so it says convert each of the following fractions into a percentage. Okay, so we have to convert a given fraction into a percentage. So the first fraction is 47 by 100. Now converting a fraction into a percentage is how do we convert a fraction into a percentage is nothing but This is the fraction, this was the fraction, we multiply the fraction with 100. Now when I will, this the 47 by 100 is a fraction. Now if I want to convert it to fraction by the arrow mark, I mean I am converting it into fraction, into percentage form. It will be the fraction, given fraction multiplied by 100, this amount of percentage. Now this is 100 cancels out, this is 47 percentage. Okay, let's do part 2. 90 by 20, if I want to convert it to percentage, this is nothing but 90 by 20 multiplied by 100, this amount of percent. Now if I simplify 90 by 20 into 100, it is 45. So 45 percentage. Let's see part 3. This is 3 by 8. 3 by 8, when I am converting it to percentage, I will multiply the fraction with 100. Now 300, okay, so 300 by 800. So this is 300 by 8 percentage, and if you divide 300 by 8, it is 3, 24, 6. 37, I think 37.5 percentage. I might do some calculation mistakes. Please do let me know if I am doing any mistakes in the calculation. I am not really focusing in the calculation part because I might come up with wrong results, wrong answer due to some calculation mistake. I am not focusing in that. I am focusing in the process of applying the concept to solve the problem. Okay, so 4 is 8 by 125. This is a fraction, and if you want to convert it to percentage, I will just multiply the fraction with 100. So this will be in percentage. So this is how much? 800 divided by 125 percentage. This equals 25. Okay, so 25 divides 100 with 4. So this will be, if I divide 800 with 25, it will be 32, I guess. 32, and 25 divides 125 with 5. 32 by 5 percentage. This is 6.4 percentage. So this is the process that you have to calculate. Just to convert a fraction to a percentage, you just multiply with the fraction with the 100. So I don't think I need to do the rest of the parts. It's okay. Let me do 8. It looks a little different, but so 1, it's given a mixed fraction. Now this is a mixed fraction. The previous one, all the previous ones were simple fraction, not simple fraction, proper fraction, and this is an improper fraction, that is a mixed fraction. Now we know that we know how to convert a mixed fraction to a improper fraction. This is 8 by 5. This is 8 by 5. Now if I want to convert it to a fraction, I will simply multiply 8 by 5 with 100, and this becomes percentage. Now this is equal to 20. This is 160 percentage. Okay, I am not doing the other parts. Let's move on to question number 2. Question number 2, if you can take a screenshot while I am solving the problem. Question number 2 says, convert each of the following into a fraction. Okay, so it's the opposite one. We are given some percentages and we have to convert it into a fraction. Now, how do we convert a percentage to a fraction? We divide the percentage value by 100. So 32 percentage is equal to 32 divided by 100. This is, you can simplify the fraction into its simplest form, and this will be 4, 8, 25, 8 by 25, 8 by 25. Okay. Let's do part 2. 6 and 1/4, this percentage. Now this is equal to, when you are given a mixed fraction, it's always recommended that you convert it to a improper fraction. So 6 and 1/4 means 25 by 4, 25 by 4 percentage. Now this is equals to, when we convert a percentage to a fraction, we simply divide the percentage value by 100. So now this becomes 25 divided by 4 into 100. This is equals 1 by 16. So 1 by 16 is the answer, and for the previous one it was 8 by 25. Now let's do which one? 4. I will not do all. Let's do some parts. 4, 120 percentage. This equals nothing but 120 divided by 100. This is 2, 5 and 2, 6. This is 6 by 5. Fraction is 6 by 5. Now what else? 5. Let's see, 5. 6.25 percentage. This is nothing but 6.25 divided by 100. Now this is 625. If you convert the decimal 6.25 into fraction, this becomes 625 by 100, and we have below denominator 100. So this becomes 625 divided by 100 into 100. Now 25 divides 625 with 2, and 25. This is 4, and this is again 4. So this is 1 by 16. So I am not doing the other rest of the parts. I think it's similar. I hope you got the idea. How do we convert a percentage into a fraction? Let's do question number 3. Question number 3. It is saying express each of the following as a ratio. Okay, as a ratio. So 43 percentage. When we convert it to a ratio, what we do? The ratio will be the percentage value, that is 43 is to 100. The second term 100 is always constant, and the first term will be the percentage value. So now I do not think 43 is to 100 can be reduced to its simplest form. For the simplest form, this ratio is already in the simplest form. So the ratio is 43 is to 100. Let's do part 2, 36 percentage. When we convert this to ratio, it becomes 36 is to 100. Now we can further reduce this ratio to its simplest form by, if you divide it by 4, we get 9 is to 25. I think 9 is to 25 is the ratio. Okay, let's do 3. Part 3, 7.5 percentage, and the ratio will be nothing but 7.5 is to 100. Now, when you have this kind of ratio where any term is a decimal number, it's always better to convert all the terms to integer by multiplying both the terms with the same non-zero quantity. So if I multiply this ratio, both the terms with 10, I get 75 is to 1000. Now this is equal to, if I now divide the terms of this ratio with 25, I get 3 is to 40. I think 3 is to 40 is the ratio. Part 4 is 125 percentage. Okay, so in the ratio will be 125 is to 100. Now if you reduce it further to its simplest form, this ratio to its simplest form, we can divide both the terms with 25 and we get 5 is to 4. So 5 is to 4 is the ratio. Okay, let's do question number 4. Convert each of the following ratios into a percentage. Okay, so this is the reverse process of the problem 3. We have to convert a given ratio as a percentage. Okay, so the ratio given is 37 is to 100. Now if the second term in the ratio, if the second term is 100, we can immediately say that the percentage is the first term. The percentage is the first term. Now usually the usual method was you will divide, the usual method was 37 by 100 into 100. 37 by 100 into 100. So the formula is, if you have a ratio x is to y, so you know that so x is to y, if you have a ratio in the percentage, if we want to convert it into percentage, what we do, x divided by y into 100. But if y is given, the ratio y is given as 100, then 100 cancels and the x will be the percentage value. So in this example, the second term is given 100. So directly we can say that in its percentage, this ratio in the percentage form will be 37 percentage. Okay, let's see 2. It is given 16 is to 25. Okay, so when I convert it to percentage, what do I do? The percentage value will be the first term divided by the second term multiplied by 100. Okay, now this is nothing but 64 percentage. If you simplify 16 into 100 by 25, it is 64. So this is 64 percentage. 64 percentage. Let's do part 3. 3 is to 5. 3 is to 5. When we convert it to percentage, it becomes 3 by 5 multiplied by 100 percentage. This is 60. This is 60 percentage. 3 into 100 divided by 5. When you simplify it, it becomes 60. Okay. Part 4. It is 5 is to 4. So when you convert this to a percentage, it is 5 by 4 multiplied by 100 and the percentage sign. Now this is equals 125 percentage. 5 into 100 divided by 4, when you simplify it, it becomes 125. So 125 percentage is the answer. Okay, let's do problem number 5. How many problems are there? Oh, quite a few. 16 problems are there. So convert, problem number 5 says convert each of the following into decimal form. Okay, so from percentage we have to convert to decimal. So what was the procedure? From the percentage, first we will convert it to a fraction. And how do we convert a percentage to a fraction? P by 100. So 45 by 100. This is the fraction. Now, so this fraction has to be expressed in the decimal form or converted into a decimal form. And we know that 45 by 100 is nothing but 0.45. So 0.45 decimal is the value expressed for the 45 percentage. Okay. Part 2 is 127 percentage is equal to 127 divided by 100. This is nothing but 1.27. So you have to be very aware, and you have to have a clear understanding of how to convert a fraction into a decimal. Okay, let's do 5 to part 3. Part 3, it says 3.6 percentage is equal to 3.6 divided by 100 in fraction. Now this is equals 0.036. Your concept of converting a fraction into a decimal need to be you need to have a good foundation of the concepts to convert a fraction into a decimal to solve these kind of problems, like expressing a percentage into a decimal. Let's do 4. 0.23 percentage is equal to 0.23 divided by 100. This is the fraction, and we know this is equal to 0.0023. This is the decimal number. Okay, let's do question number 6. Question number 6 says convert each of the following decimals into a percentage. Okay, so now from decimals to percentage. And how do we convert a decimal number to percentage? We just multiply the decimal number with 100. This is the percentage. Now 0.6 into 100 is 60. So this is 60 percentage. Part 2, 0.42 is the decimal number. If we want to convert this to a percentage, we just multiply with 100, and this is 42 percentage. 0.42 into 100 is 42. Okay, let's do 6, part 3. 6 part 3 is 0.0. The decimal number is given is 0.07. If you want to convert this to percentage, I will just multiply the given decimal number with 100. This will be in percentage. Now this 0.07 into 100 is 7. So the answer is 7 percentage. Okay, 6, 4, part 4. The decimal number is 0.005. When I convert it to percentage, I multiply the number 005 with 100. This will be in percentage. Now this equals 0.5 percentage. 0.005 into 100 is 0.5. Okay. Let's do question number 7. Find, okay. So this is P percentage of some quantity, that kind of problem. So 32 percentage of 425 equals, as we know that P percentage of y equals P by 100 multiplied by y. So this is 32 by 100 multiplied by 425. So now this is how much? 25 will 25 divides 425, 25 1 25 1 7 25 1 25 175 6. This is 6, I guess. So this is 4. What? 25 4. Not 6. I think this is 7. 17 into 25 is what? 425. It's 25 1. Then 17 175. 175 divided by 25. 5 is 125. 6. Yes, 17. So 8. So finally this is 1. 136. So the answer is 136. Okay. Part 2 is 16 and 2 by 3 percentage of 16. This is, now first convert the mixed fraction to an improper fraction, that will be 50 by 3. 50 by 3 percentage of 16. This is 50 by 3 divided by 100 multiplied by 16. This is equal to 50 multiplied by 16 divided by 3 into 100. This is 2, this is 8. So this is 8 by 3. 8 by 3. Now since we can convert it to a mixed fraction, this will be 2 and 2 by 3rd. Okay. Part 3. Question number 7, part 3 is 6.5 percentage of 400. This is 6.5 divided by 100 into 400. This is 100 divides 400 with 4, and this is 26. So 26 is the answer. Okay. Part 4. Question number 7, part 4 is 136 of 70. This is equal 136 divided by 100 into 70. 1 and so this is equals 42, 21, 25, 952 by 10, this equals 93.2. 93.2. Okay. 5 part 5, it says 2.8 percentage of 35. This is equal to 2.8 divided by 100 into 35. This is 28 multiplied by 35 divided by 10 into 100. This is 28 into 35. 28 multiplied by 35 is how much? 40. 114, 24, 8. This is 0, 8, 980. 980 divided by 1000. This is 0.98. 0.98. Okay. What else? 6 part 6. 0.6 percentage of 45. This equals 0.6 divided by 100 multiplied by 45. This equals 6 multiplied by 45 divided by 10 into 100. Now this is 270 divided by 1000. This is 0.27. Okay. Let's do question number 8. Let's do question number 8. It says find. Okay, this is also similar kind of problem, but now the y, the quantity y has some unit. Okay, so 25 percentage of rupees 76. This is equal to rupees 25 by 100 multiplied by 70. This much rupees. Now if you simplify, this is 4, and 76 divided by 4 is 14. Not 14, 19. So rupees 19. Part 2 is 20% of rupees 132. This equals rupees 20 by 100 multiplied by 132. This is rupees 5. Rupees 5. Okay, so 132 by 5. This is 26.4, I guess. 20, 30, 32. Yes, 26.4 rupees. 26.4. Okay. Let's do part 3. Part 3. Question number 8. Part 3. 7.5 percentage of 600 meter. So this is 7.5 divided by 100 into 600 meter. This equals to this 6 and 30, 45 meter. Part 4. This is question number 8. Is 3 and 1/3 percentage of 90 kilometer. Now let's first convert the mixed fraction to an improper fraction. It is 10 by 3 percentage of 90 kilometer. This is 10 by 3 divided by 100 into 90 kilometer. This is equal to 10 into 90 divided by 3 into 100 kilometer. This is all 0 cancels out, 3. This is 3 kilometer. Part 5 says part 5 says 8.5 percentage of 5 kg. This is equals to 8.5 divided by 100 multiplied by 5, this much kg. Now this is equal to 8.5 multiplied by 5 is 25. 42.5 divided by 100 kg. This is equal to 0.425 kg. 0.425 kg. Okay. Part 6 is 20% of 12 liter. This equals 20 by 100 into 12 liter. This is 240 divided by 100 liter, and this is 2.4 liter. Okay, we are done with question number 8. Let's do question number 9. Find the number whose 13% is 65. Now these are what problems. You have to understand the language very well and what exactly it is saying, because if you misunderstand the problem, you will solve incorrectly. So it is very super important to understand what exactly the problem is saying, what exactly it is, what is given and what it is asking. So question number 9 says find the number whose 13% is 65. So basically what is saying, if that number is x, it is saying that 13% of x equals 65. This is the mathematical equation we form from the given condition and fact. Now this implies now 13% of x is nothing but 13 by 100 into x equals to 65. From here we can say that x equals 65 multiplied by 100 divided by 13. Now this is nothing but 5. So this is nothing but 500. So 13% of 500 is 65. Okay. Let's do problem number 10. Find the number whose 6 and 1/4% is 2. So it is given, if the number is x, so it is given that 6 and 1/4 of x equals 2, and we have to find x. Now let's convert the mixed fraction to improper fraction. So this is 25 by 4 percentage of x equals 2. Now this implies 25 by 4 divided by 100 into x equals 2. Now this implies 25 x divided by 400 equals 2. This implies x equals 400 into 2 divided by 25. Now this divides with 400 divided by 25 is 16, and 16 into 2 is 32. So the number is 32, that is 6 and 1 by 4th percentage of 32 is 2. Okay, let's do question number 11. It says what amount is 10% more than rupees 90? What amount is 10% more than rupees 90? What amount is 10% more than rupees 90? Okay. So for this kind of problem, it is asking what amount is 10% more than 90. So indirectly it is saying that what is the number which is 110% of 90. Now 10% more than rupees 90 means, now these are the word problems, these are the word language you have to understand very carefully. 10% more than rupees 90 is equal to 110% of rupees 90. 10% more. 10% more means 110%. So we have to find 110% of rupees 90. This is nothing but 110 divided by 100. This is nothing but rupees 110 divided by 100 into 90. This is rupees 99. So rupees 99 is 10% more than rupees 90. How come? So what is the extra amount? Rupees 99 is more than rupees 90 by rupees 9, and rupees 9 is nothing but 10% of rupees 90. So you can also think in this way. So when you are given this kind of problem, I mean how much is 10% more than rupees 90, or what amount is 10% more than rupees 90, you just add whatever percentage more is given, that with 100, and whatever that percentage becomes, you have to find that percentage of the given amount. Let's do question number 12. What amount is 20% less than 60? Rupees 60. So now 10% more than, okay, now let me write it this way. It will be more understandable. 10% more than rupees 90 is actually means 100 plus 10 percentage of rupees 90. This equals 110% of rupees 90. Now question number 12 is saying what amount is 20% less, 20% less than rupees 60. So try to understand this, that 100%, what is 100% of rupees 60? What is 100% of any quantity? What is 100%? 100% of y. 100% of y, definitely with common sense it says that it is y, and mathematically also 100% of y is 100 by 100 into y, which is y. So now when it says that 10% more or some percent less More means 10% more. So P percent more is equal to 100 plus P percentage, and P percent less equals 100 minus P percent. This you should keep in mind. So now problem 12 says what amount is 20% less than 20% less than rupees 60 is nothing but equal to 100 minus 20% of rupees 60. This equals 80% of rupees 60. This equals rupee 80 by 100 multiplied by 60. This is rupees 48. This is rupees 48. Okay, so let's do problem number 13. Problem number 13. If 3% of x is 9, find the value of x. Okay, so it is given that 3% of x equals 9. Now the left hand side is nothing but 3 by 100 into x. X is 9. This implies x is 100 by 3 into 9. This is 300. Okay, so let's do question number 14. Question number 14 is saying if 12.5% of x is 6, find the value of x. Okay, so this is 12.5 percentage of x is given to be 6. Now this implies 12.5% of x means 12.5 divided by 100 into x. This is 6. This implies x equals to 100 by 12.5 multiplied by 6. Now this is equals 100 into 6 into 10 divided by 125. Now okay, so 25 divides 125 with 5, 4, 2, so this is 48. So x is 48. Question number 15. Question number 15. What percent of 84 is 14? What percent of 84 is 14? Let's say x percent of 84 is 14. Let's say so x percent of 84 is 14. So this implies x by 100 into 84 equals 14. This implies x equals to 100 by 84 multiplied by 14. This is 6. 100 by 6, 50 by 3. What percent of x? Okay, so the x is a percentage. Okay, so 50 by 3 percentage. This equals, it is usually we represent, we express the decimal percentage value as a decimal or integer or decimal. So 50 by 3 is 1 6.5. I guess 16.6 percentage. Okay, question number 16. What percentage is rupees 5 of rupees 5? What percentage is rupees 5? Okay, so this question is based on the fundamental concept that I discussed at the very beginning, that what percentage is x of y. This is x by y into 100. So for the first, we have 15 by 120 into 100. This is 3 4 3 5 2 2 2 5. So 25 by 2. What percentage is rupees 15 of rupees 120? Oh, sorry. Over here, x. Yeah, it is fine. What percentage is x of y? That is x by y into 100. Yeah, I was doing correct. Okay, so this is 25 by 25 by 2. This is 12.5%. 12.5%. Okay. Part 2 is 36 minutes of 2 hours. So what is the percentage of 36 minutes 2 hours? 36x is 36 minutes. Now remember, whenever some quantity in units are given, both x and y has to be in the same unit. So in this problem 2, 36 minutes of 2 hours, we have to actually find uh, uh, percentage of 36 minute of 2 hours. We have to convert 2 hours into minutes, which is 120 minutes. Now we have to find the percentage. This is equal to 36 divided by 120 multiplied by 100. This much percentage. This is 262566. This is 30. So the answer is 30%. Okay. Part 3. 8 hours of 2 days. Now 8 hours of 2 days. So 8 hours, percentage of 8 hours of 2 days equals to percentage of 8 hours of 2 days. We have to convert this into hours. So 2 days is 24 into 2, 48. 48 hours. Now this is 8 by 48 multiplied by 100. This much. This is the percentage value. This is 100 by this is 100 by 6 percentage. This is 6.1 40 36 16.66, approximately 16.66 percentage. Okay, part 4 is 160. It is asking percentage of 160 meter of 4 kilometer. we have to convert 4 kilometer into meters. This equals to the percentage of 160 meter of 4000 meter. 1 kilometer is 1000 meter. So this is equals 160 divided by 4000 multiplied by 100. Okay, this is the percentage. This is equals 3 cancels out and 4. So this is 4%. 3 cancels out, 3 zeros cancels out. Okay, 4%. Part 5 is percentage of 175 ml of 1 liter is equal to, we have to convert the liter to ml. So this is asking the percentage of 175 ml of 1000 ml. Now this is equal to 175 divided by 1000 multiplied by 100. This is the percentage. This is equal to 17.5%. Okay, 17.7. Okay, part 6. Part 6 is 20. What is the percentage of 25 paisa P of rupees 4? Now we have to convert the rupees 4 to paisa. So what percentage of 25 paisa, 4 rupees 4 means 400 paisa. So now this is equal to 25 by 400 multiplied by 100. This is the percentage. Now this is equal to 25 by 4 percentage. This is equal to, if we convert 25 by 4 into decimal, we get 6.25%. Okay, so I don't know whether my answers are correct or not, because I will not check it with the answers. I hope they are correct. If not, then I might have done some calculation mistake somewhere, and please do let me know if I did any calculation mistake and if any answer is wrong or not. I am focusing on understanding the problem and applying the concept of percentages, and it's expressing percentage as a ratio, fraction and decimal to solve the problems. So after this, the next section is word problems. We will do some word problems and solve the exercise 10B. And I think after that, after 10B, we will have the objective questions, that is MCQ, and then test paper 10. So I hope this video was beneficial. If it is so, then please like it, share it with your friends, and also once again, please support me by subscribing to my channel, and also please do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. So stay tuned for the next videos on word problems on percentages, and until then, take care and bye.